This is a San Pedro cactus with the cultivar name of Kawia. It's pushing out its second flush of blooms this year. Summertime heat is really bringing these flowers out. It got its first flush in spring, around May, and there was closed pollination techniques going down. And I'm stoked to see that those fruits are ripening. They've got labels on them. And now we've got our secondary flush of blooms getting pollinated. Really nice. Look at the chunky fruit on this sucker. The cacti itself is really happy, pushing out a lot of flowers at different stages. We'll get a closer look at this actual cactus. We can see that cool glossious checkerboard pattern. It's smooth rib profile, not many spines, yet on some of the newer growth we can see a bit more spine growth. It's got a notchy structure and it really likes to do rib shifts, strange changes. A little bit of a stacked up profile there. And all cactus can do a little bit of a weird growth once it gets a little bit of damage, say from a slug or snail, but the Kawia really tends to put out this strange growth just no matter what, or maybe from extensive rain. You can see how this rib has really shifted and changed and just gotten strange on its own there. Here's a good tip shot. And all different growth stages on these blooms. We've got some younger ones, some a few weeks away from opening, and some that are about to open tonight. So it looks like we'll get a continual bloom of flowers all through the summer. It's really pushing a lot up at the top. And so this does not self-pollinate. It requires pollen from other Trichocereus cactus. And I actually used this bamboo stick. I've used a lot of different things before, but this year I'm using this bamboo stick with a Q-tip at the tip of it. And that's what I use to reach all the way up to the top here. And then I can pollinate these flowers that I'm unable to reach by hand or on the ladder. And then some of them, like this group right here, I'm able to get out the ladder and I can get to those and still put labels on them. And without a closed pollination sac, they'll receive pollen but be labeled as an additional OP, open pollination. So this has received Brevilis spiniosus, and that one was closed. I tend to take these off once the flower itself closes. But for instance, this one here has received some apricot pollen and it's been left open. So it might have apricot as a father and it might have some other cool surprises. And then some of these are specifically closed pollination, so this is only received otole. Otole is abbreviation OTLE for Old Town Lake Elsinore. Alright, I hope everyone has a kick-ass day. If you want to see how to pollinate a cactus, I'll throw up a little slide that you can click on and learn how to pollinate your cactus. And if you want to learn how you can make your own cactus bloom, I'll go ahead and put up a little slide where you can click and see how to make your cactus bloom. Cheers.